The true leader. Previously, the Bodhisatta was a deer. He was the dominant member of a sizable herd that lived in the woodland and was golden in color and appearance. Another deer, Saka, who had the same golden hue and oversaw a sizable herd, was a buddy of his. The king loved to go hunting, so he brought all of his followers along with him every day. They enclosed a sizable area of forest and drove the Bodhisatta and Saka's herds into the king's fortified park because they detested this disruption to their lives and activities. They explained what they had done to the monarch and requested that he consume the deer rather than release them into the forest. He concurred. He also granted immunity to the two stunning golden deer after seeing them. The king occasionally shot the deer himself, but more often than not, he let his cook do it. The animal fled and shivered in fright when the hunter arrived. Before they finally succumbed to exhaustion after receiving 2 or 3 arrows in their bodies, they would typically first become weak. The Bodhisatta made the decision to end the suffering even though he was unable to halt the hunts. He advised that one deer be chosen at random each day to go make a sacrifice by having its neck cut off, alternating between the 2 herds. Saka approved of the strategy. One day a doe in Saka's herd who was pregnant won a lot. She pleaded with him to let her hold off until after the birth of her fawn. She went to the Bodhisatta after he turned down her request, and she was granted permission to forego her turn. He went and put his own head on the block when the moment was right. The cook alerted the monarch, who hurried to his park, that this deer was immune to death. The compassionate monarch agreed to spare the doe's life after hearing the circumstances from the Bodhisatta and being moved by his act of love and kindness. The Bodhisatta questioned why only their lives should be spared, and soon he obtained the king's consent to outlaw the execution of all animals, large and little. After a few days of preaching to the king about justice and morality, the Bodhisatta led his herd back into the forest while admonishing them not to consume men's crops. The doe gave birth to a fawn that was as lovely as a lotus bud and told him to exclusively hang out with the herd of the Bodhisatta.